What's up, everybody? This is Russell, and here we are with another war up against, I have absolutely no idea how to pronounce that, but we come here to the leaderboard, we can see that they are the number 4 ranked alliance in GvG. So let's go ahead and load into the battlefield here and see how we're doing. You can see they're kind of kicking our defenses here, and by ours, I mean everybody but me. So thanks very much for joining us here. Let's get into these attacks, and please, of course, like, share, subscribe, send it to your mother, all that stuff. Let's get into it. All right, first attack here, we've got a keep. Standard bombing run. We're gonna send in the double bugs package here, and the only one who can kill air units once if Hatssut dies is Valk, and that's only during her ult. So ideally we'll just be able to bait that and then fly right on over. So let's get into it and see if we can do that. First up, we're gonna wait for everyone's ult to look. Well, yeah, I think wait for everyone except for Lili. I think that's close enough. Go ahead and toss the dogs in. And just single dogs. I don't know if it's gonna matter. I hope not. But let's go ahead and toss them in. Got everyone's ult gone. Now the tricky part is always, how long do we wait for Valk? I think that's good. Double bugs deployed. And let's toss in their bestest buddies here. Then, ASAP, we're going to toss in this speed boy. Let's see if we can get the cost here. And vroom. Beautiful. That's what we wanted to see. So, let's go ahead and waste Valk's ult again and build up cost while we're doing it. Perfect. Come on, let me click her. There we go. Yeah, we should be fine. Just hope they don't mess around too long. And there we go. Perfect. That's what we wanted to see. So 1W ready to go. Attack number 2 here. Tower. We've had one member with a little bit of trouble on this. He really just needed a couple more seconds, but it kind of looks like you could just fly over this, right? So I have that as my backup plan. But I'm going to try and beat the living crap out of Brokkir and Reve here with the claws and the axe boys. And then if we can get Brokkir down, then Morrigan falls to the archers. And then if we can kill Reve, then everybody dies to the archers. And we can send in the flyboys and see how that goes. We have a massive BP advantage, so I wouldn't normally be concerned, but again, another member had some trouble, so I'm cautious. Then in double claw. And Theowin's looking pretty weak. That makes me happy. Go ahead and trigger Brokkir bright and early. Someday. There we go. That's all I wanted to see. Looks like Hollow is a massive healer here. That could be trouble. Let's see. Would have loved to get Brokkir's shield triggered. Give me my cost. Morrigan's kind of scary, I'm not gonna lie. Let's send in the Axe Boys. There we go. Things are progressing relatively well. Just don't die. Perfect. All right, Brokkir dead. Actually, a little bit tougher to kill Reve than I was hoping, but hey, there he goes. We'll send our archers in the back. Slight misclick. Shouldn't be an issue. And definitely won't be an issue because nobody can kill the Axe Boys. Yep. All right, that'll work. I'm happy with that. For attack number 3 here, we've got another keep defense, and I'm going for what I like to call a bad news special. Now, full disclosure, I have never done this before, but Ghan here is a single defender. Now, during his ult, he can go ahead and block 7 units. Is it 7 or 10? Doesn't really matter. What we're going to do is send in our tanky boys to bait everyone's ult and soak up some damage. Send in a fool immediately after him to keep him alive a little bit longer. And then, once we have the cost, we're going to send in a speedy boy. Now, he doesn't have to do anything other than survive, really. And then, once we have enough cost, we're going to send in these dogs. Now, this is something that's going to get patched out, so don't rely on this too long in the future. But for now, the speedster units are affected by the speed boy. So that gives us a little bit of extra wiggle room to play with here. So we're going to load in, and we're going to go ahead and give that a shot. Oh, gonna go ahead and get us to 10 cost. Toss in our tank. Then, about a tile behind the fool. That's just to keep him alive a little bit longer. Alright, and I am doing this on 1x because I've never done this before, like I said. And there you see we have triggered Ghan's ult. Speed boy. And then there we have some issues, if we're being honest. Because Ardea is right there. Yep, and that looks like a loss. Unfortunate. But we're going to see if we can recover. I doubt it, but we're going to try anyway. Come on, just give me my cost back. Toss in our tank. A little bit faster here. We want to get everyone's alts, especially Ghan's. There we go. Get Greed's alt. We're gonna try the bugs. Gonna try, they're probably gonna fail, but we're gonna try. Yep. Alright, we gave it a shot. It's not too big of a deal because, like I said, this is gonna end up getting patched out eventually. This is something that he used to take down my version of this defense, so I thought it was worth a shot. And then displayed here proudly, I guess, that don't rely on that. All right, we've got attack number 4 here. This one is a surprisingly tricky defense in having another guild member test it because at the moment I seem to be the only one with the units available to test it, and I can't test my own defense. Moonton, if you're listening, please give me that ability. It would save so much effort. And sometimes some of us are the only ones who can test a defense, and we're also the only ones who can hit it, so please give us that ability here. So the idea is we're going to send in the dogs to bait the ults, we're going to send in a tank to protect the mages, we're going to use the mages to blow Aspan away. Apsan. Sorry, I'm so used to calling him that. And then we're going to try and kill Ghan. We're also going to defend again with the tanks, and if we can get Ghan down, it's pretty easy after that. The question is whether or not we actually can get him down. So we're going to load up and see if we can make that happen. See. Toss our tank in here. A little bit early. I am concerned about that, but hopefully we can regenerate the cost and it'll be worth it for the mages. Right. If we can't kill Apsan, here we go. One more. Uh-oh. Okay, we have the revive. Now can we just get the kill? I'm concerned that we're not going to be able to make it happen. Nope. Okay, so what do? We've got the ult triggered. We're going to give it a little bit more time here. Then in another tank. Because we did get the Velk revive triggered. That's pretty important. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna be honest, I was pretty damn scared there, but looks like we made that happen. Alright. This seems to have been a case of really high BP gets the win, because my guildmate was not able to crack through. This Apsan was clearly bigger than mine, so the whole thing was a little bit different than I was expecting, but we got the win, so I'm happy. Attack number 5 here, we've got another tricky looking defense, another keep. This one with Torodor and Reve, and Hatssut, of course, to keep the flyers from just moseying on over here. Taking a look at the replays, it looks like Reve's been giving people a bit more trouble than expected, so I'm gonna try a standard bombing run. Possibly, well, no, nothing really all that altered, but the thing is, they've tried brute force and it hasn't really worked, right? It looks like it's pretty vulnerable to mob, but I only get to use 3, and I've got 4 attacks left, so I'm gonna try and make this work. Let's give that a shot. We're gonna bait with the little dogs here. Just toss in a standard bomb package, and if it works, we can fly on over. If not, it's probably failed. So one way or another, we're gonna learn real quick. Go ahead and line everyone's alts up here with Arrogance. Maybe not Reve, but yeah, also Reve. I just don't want him to screw this up, you know? Looks like it might not matter. Torodor to about half. Oh, that's right. And send in their little buddies here. And no, Reve just keeps it from happening. All right, well, we tried. We'll send in another dog. And then see if we can't make a miracle here. And it looks like I might have sent in them too... No, not too quick. They're probably gonna die anyway. Yeah. Alright, well. No point in sticking around. We saw how this worked out. Alright, here's another tricky attack that we're gonna know real quick whether or not it's successful. We've got a standard tower with Brokkir up front, backed by... the hell's her name? Ardea. And then... Aracha and Ajax making it real difficult to just fly right over. It looks like you could probably sneak it, but no one's tried that, and I don't really want to waste the attempt, just to be sure. I'm going to try and beat Brokkir into a bloody pulp before anything goes too wrong. First off with the claws to trigger, and then ideally we get his ult out of the way, and then we send in Axe Boys and Red Girls to finish him off, and then, kind of regardless of what happens at that point, we're going to send in, if Brokkir falls, we're going to send in the archers to take care of Ajax, and then that's pretty much all there is to it. There's no way Aracha is going to be able to stop all the flyers. If we can't get Brokkir down, then it's obviously a failure. Lili's a bit of an issue here. Her ability to keep him from dying immediately could screw me over, so let's see if that's what happens. And immediately we're going to toss in the claws. And you look, you see Ardea's not doing that much damage. So the hope is that we can trigger Brokkir. Ooh, Lili goes first. That's a problem. Oops, no, don't need the pause. Okay, so Ardea is going to be a bit of a problem too. But we cannot let Brokkir get his ult back. There we go. There's one. And he is going to get his ult back. Question is what we do about that. We're going to get our cost back. We're going to go ahead and trigger. Now the question is, does Lili screw us over? So all we have to do is kill Brokkir. Yes, we got it. I mean, killing Ardea would be lovely. And in our archers. Now the question is, do we have enough time? Looks like we don't get the win after all. That Aracha hits like a truck. Good to know. I don't think I'll be going in for the revenge hit, but I guess good to keep in mind for the future. Yeah, I guess we're going back in for the revenge hit. I don't know what I was thinking, to be perfectly honest, with the epic flyers. I should have brought in the dogs. Same cost, they're on the ground. Let's see if this has better luck. We've learned that we can kill Brokkir. We can kill Ajax, Ardea. We can get there. So, question is, can we get to that finish line? Ooh, this time we didn't even get the Lili. Interesting. How do I want to go about this now? This might actually be a bit of an issue. But we're gonna find out, won't we? Jesus, that Aracha's a monster. Alright, everything went kind of wrong here. Is there even a point? There's not really a point. Jeez, I didn't expect any Lili RNG. That's, she is supposed to trigger first, so I must have gone too quickly. That's alright, there's no point in sticking around here. We learned something today. Valderon team closing it off here. We've got Valdi, Sargak, Ajax, and Brokkir. Brokkir's the big sticking point as usual. We're going to send in the claws to try and trigger him early, and then wipe him out with the axe slaughterers and the... someday I'll learn their names, the red girls. Wipe out the back line there with the archers, and then as long as the path is clear, we can just glide on over Valderon. We don't actually have to kill him. I would love to, but we don't have to. Toss the claws nice and early. And there we go. That's what we want to see. Preferably we get the iceberg. Yeah, wasn't going to happen. So, regardless, we've got 2 sets. We're going to toss in Axe Boys and Red Girl. That shield came up really quick. Oh, we got it anyway. Hell yeah. Do as I say, not as I do, right? Let's go ahead and get that Sargak ult out of the way. Oh my god. There we go. My mouse has not been behaving. And yeah, there's no way we're gonna kill Valderon with Hollow up, but doesn't matter. We can get all our bugs across the finish line, and that's what's important. So, okay. Okay, got a W to finish this off with. I'm happy with that. So, definitely not my best showing. We got 4 and 4. We tried some things, we failed some things, we learned some things, and that's an opportunity you don't get a whole lot fighting the number 4 ranked alliance in GvG. So, all in all, not a terrible showing, to be perfectly honest. Could definitely have gone better. Some of this looks like it might have been BP bloat, some of it was definitely poor execution, or at least maybe not the best planning. Moonton, again, if you're listening, please let me test against my own defenses. Maybe you think that would be too easy. That would be too much practice, right? I guess I could see the case for it, but again, you're letting us practice against all of our friends anyway. So the only limiting factor there is if they don't have the tunes. And the same logic applies. I might not have the right tunes to test against. So I don't think it's the best excuse, right? Like, you can't practice against yourself. It's too easy. It's too easy. No, well, it's a feature that I think is sorely lacking, right? Now, I guess I'll just leave it at that for now. So, again, 4 and 4. Please, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and share the video. Please come back for more. I'll be recording at least. I'll try to get every war. I might do some recaps instead. We'll see how it goes, right? Thank you very much for joining us. Again, I've been Rossel, and have a good one.